Hey guys, how's it going? I got some new toys. I was out here messing with them, and I thought, you know, I should pull the camera out and film on them a little bit. You guys haven't seen these on the channel yet. I actually just got these today. Today is Monday, March, I want to say 19th or 20th. It's one of those two. I just got these today. I'm kind of excited about them. I know you guys will be too. So let's take a look at it and let's see what it is. This is a 1970 John Deere 140H3. 1970 as in it has the old style transmission. And I know you guys see it. Looks like it, as you can see. So I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know this exact history behind it. I know what I was told. Bought it off of a guy. I'm not sure if he's his brother, but somebody he knows works for Napa. And he drives through here quite regularly. And he stopped by one day. I wasn't home at the time. He told my brother he knows somebody that has a couple of John Deere 318s, which they actually weren't 318s, they were 140s. He had been, or somebody he knew was thinking about selling, and he asked if I'd be interested. So he gave him my phone number, and he called me, and I talked to him for a little while about the tractors, and then he gave me the phone number I needed. I called him, and we talked about him. For those of you wondering what I paid $400 for these. I personally don't think I did too bad. I don't have an engine for either one, unfortunately. However, I've already located an engine, so I should be able to get one of these running. My plan is I want to get this tractor running. I have not looked this one over yet. I don't know anything about this tractor quite yet. I don't even know if there's oil in the transmission. I know it has air in the tires, but that's just about it. All 4 tires hold air. As you can see, it's got the port covers, no headlight bezel. I do actually have a headlight bezel for it, but unfortunately, it's gonna need some serious help. So, I also got a bucket full of parts, as you can see. I've already gone through it, but I'll go through it again and show you guys what all I got. You can see back tires, and it's also got the rear linkage. I believe that the headlight bezel came off of this tractor, judging by the fact that it has rear headlight or rear lights. Has a mower deck, 38-inch deck. What is that? Did I get it? I believe I did. 38-inch deck. No mule drive. He said that he's got another location has a barn full of pieces and some parts for this tractor. He said one of these days he'd go over there and look, and he'd let me know what's there, and he'd bring them over here sometime for me. A really big thank you to him. Really, really, really nice guy. Pleasure doing business with him. Fun to talk to. Really interested in these tractors. You meet a lot of really nice people when you're into the garden tractor hobby, kind of like I am. He collects cubs and other things, and he acquired one of these tractors. I can't remember which one. Somebody brought to him to have it fixed. The engine in it, I guess, was no good. He went to put another motor in it. They never got back to him about it, so he pulled the engine back out of it and did something else with it. I'm not sure about the other one. Somebody here. And then this one over here, this is a 1969 John Deere 140H3, as you guys can see. This one's actually kind of cool. It's got 3 ribs on the front. They're not the correct style of rim, but they are 3 ribs narrow, and they do work on the tractor, so I'm not sure what I'm going to put these tires on. This tractor, I'm sure you guys can imagine, is getting parted out. I'm not keeping it. I think this right here is the hydrostatic disengage. The transmission, I think, is currently engaged. You can't move it. So I'm gonna have to get that transmission disengaged and put some tires on the back so I can push it around. Brakes on this tractor work. I did test them. The hydro levers, as you can see, they should not do that. This one here seemed okay. This one here is pretty well independent, moves on its own. These two, they're tied together. Steering works. 200 series steering wheel. Choke moves, which is good. Let's check the throttle. Cool, that moves. This right here, PTO switch seems good. No key. Like I said, the brakes work and move. This tire was flat. I put air in it. Right there is the assembly on the drive shaft, as you can see. These hydraulic ports are going to be going onto my 140. I actually needed a set of hydraulic ports, which is good that this came with them. Oh, here's the pieces of that headlight bezel, as you can see. They're on this tractor. Why they're on this one, I'm not sure. Let's go take a look at this other tractor. I really haven't looked it over yet. I was looking at that one first, and then I thought I'd pull the camera out. This one's definitely the better of the two. Let's see. Yeah, that moves. It's kind of stiff, but it does move. The tractor rolls. The transmission on it is disengaged. It rolls around really nice, actually. Nothing. Side locks up. This side doesn't, though. Which I do have that 140 out there, so perfect. It's got the plugs in there, as you can see. It has the rear linkage. Let's see if it's got any transmission fluid. I think I have. That's great. I can't get that out. We'll look at that another time. There we go. That moves. Choke cable's good. Throttle cable's good. It's got a little condom on the PTO lever. PTO lever moves, which is good. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. And it has a little bit of play to it. It's got float, goes back. Oh, nice. They all move independently. I wish my 140 did that. Coming up here, actually I should check this one. Moves. And it also shifts that back. I don't know if on this 140, it's got the clutch. It looks like it doesn't. Oh, it does right there. I can see the shaft. It's not disengaging anything though. I wonder if that's because the motor's not putting pressure on it. I don't know what this is for right here. I feel like this shouldn't be here. But again, I don't know. I ain't never owned one of these 140s, like I said. I've only ever owned a newer 71 140. So yeah. I don't think I did too bad on these. I thought these were pretty neat. It's gonna stay under wraps for a little while until I'm ready to get into it and start working on it. You guys probably won't see this video for a little while. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I know it's not a whole lot, but again, some of us get a little more excited about stuff than others do. There's a gas tank right there for the other 140. Here's the gas tank for this 140. Damn it, it's got a battery tray. Here's the battery tray for the other 140. I was hoping that wasn't there. It already looks like a wiring mess. So, yeah, that's great. It's got a key. It's just an index key. This one didn't have a key. How'd the wiring in this one look though? Oh, well, it's seen better days. Well, let me know what you guys think. I did try turning the deck over. The deck does turn, and the deck turns nice, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this under wraps for a little bit. When you guys see this video, hopefully these things will be ready to get into and start being worked on. So I will see you guys here in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye. Figured I'd pick on this 140 a little bit further, as well as the other 140 I have. I've actually done a few things off camera. One of the things I did was I came up here to the front end. The chains were hanging off of the hydraulic couplers that hold them to that bumper. I ended up fixing the chains to get them to hold again. You can't pull on them because if you do, the chain will break again. But yeah, it'll be fine how it is for right now. And then I also put new rear tires on it. The other tires it had on it, one went flat and the other one didn't. The valve stem on the one was bad. This 140, I just can't get over how nice this thing rolls. I mean, it takes absolutely no effort at all to move this tractor. I don't know if the hydro is disengaged or not, but I'll push it along and I'll show you guys just how easy. I mean, look at how easy that thing moves. So I think that's really neat. I tried moving my 71 140 earlier. Well, here, I'll show you the round fender. The round fender doesn't really take any effort, but it kind of does. My 71, see, it doesn't move nearly as easy as the 70 140 does. I don't know about that 69. Because that transmission's stiff. So I'm starting to wonder if this transmission might be wore out, seeing as how easy it moves. I don't think it should move that easy. My gear drive transmissions, they move pretty easily. This one would probably be a better one to show you on. See, this moves relatively nice. I think the 140 moves a little bit nicer. But yeah. So one thing I want to do with this tractor is I want to get this mower deck off of here, and I also want to kind of go over this and see if I can figure out why that doesn't want to go back all the way. It goes forward all the way, but it won't go back. And if we jump over here to my 71, you can see it goes back the entire slot, whereas on this 140 it doesn't. And I also would like to try to just kind of clean that up a little bit. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. And then also this brake pedal over here, the pad is no good. I took a look under there and it doesn't have a pad, so that pad needs to be replaced. So yeah, let me put you guys in the stand and we'll go on ahead and get into this guy. I think the first thing I want to do is get the mower deck off of this 140, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've actually never removed a mower deck from a 300 series or a 140. I've actually never installed one either, so this might be something interesting. I also have a headlight bezel for this tractor. I believe I don't think I've showed you guys that yet. I do have a headlight bezel. Ouch. That was a lot more painful than I wanted it to be. I pushed on it easily so it would let go easy and go down kind of slow. Nope. As soon as I pushed it, bang. I also figured out the hood is not patio. This is Bondo. Somebody fixed this hood at one point. You come back here and look at it, you don't find any orange. And up here, someone tried patching it, so yeah, I guess they tried fixing it, which they didn't do a bad job at. I mean, it looks really good. But yeah, that's why it's got orange on it. And then we'll come over here. Look at that. One of these is rusted out. The mount is no good. This piece is off of the mount. It's been off there for a while, as you can see. What happened to it, I have no idea. But it's off of there. So now, the deck is no longer attached. So, there. There we go. We'll take a look under that deck in a second. Well, what do you guys expect we're going to find underneath of this deck? Here is the deck belt. I'm not sure what the situation is with this, why this is here. I guess this must be for I guess this is a belt guard. And then there's also this one right here, which I'm actually not sure. I wonder if that's a belt guard too, for going up onto the mule drive. The tractor doesn't have a mule drive. Like I said before, here's the mower deck for it, or belt for it. We'll just put it over there. Deck does turn. It'll need a little bit of help. What do you guys think it looks like? Let's see, ready? I already see rust falling. Okay. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. Doesn't look terrible. I've definitely seen worse. The spindles move. Looks like they move pretty nice. I hear something. Whatever it was has disappeared. I should be spinning it on this one. What I should do. Here's what I'm going to do. Socket mounted to my drill, 5/8 socket. We're going to spin this deck with it. Need a better battery. The goal is to get it to spin a little bit faster. So far it seems like it is. It appears this drill might not have the balls. Let's try this again. Maybe this drill has a little more balls. Ready? Alright. Where's the gear shift? Damn it. There it is. Here. Wait a minute. Which way? So why does it want to keep loosening it? Whatever. Let's try again. God almighty. Let's try again. I think I'm just gonna leave spinning it over to whatever engine I put this tractor, or whatever tractor I put this on, the engine. I'm gonna leave it to the engine to get this deck spinning fast enough to do anything. Let's look underneath of this, and let's just, when I say underneath, I mean let's take a look underneath of this cover. I haven't seen a whole lot fall out yet, and it actually doesn't look too bad. So I think we need to take that off, which could prove to be an issue. Maybe not, we'll see. So I'm starting to think this isn't original, because I'm imagining I should be able to slide this, which is not happening. There we go, I got it. All right. That looks like a feather. I mean, that would explain what I was hearing. So this right here is the tension spring, which is obviously gone. So that really, actually seems fairly good. Kind of surprised that hasn't come off of there yet. This belt's got a tear in it. I don't think this deck's too bad. I mean, it looks okay. It obviously needs some serious cleaning done to it. I'll have to pull the pressure washer out, more than likely to do that. For example, right here, under here. I could get most of it with the vacuum. Actually, yeah, I could get most of, not all of it, most of it I could get with that. And this is stuck under here. And then I'm looking at this right here. This spring mounts to this bolt right here that holds this spindle down. I almost doubt we'll be able to get that bolt to even move. And then this spring over here bolts to somewhere under this pulley. So let me see if I have a spring roughly even close to that size, and if I do, well, maybe we'll change that spring while we're in it. Let's go on ahead and take a look, and let's see what all I got with these 140s in this bucket. This is the top shroud for the engine. Ooh, look at that. And air filter cover. We got a spindle. Oh, he said something about there was another mower deck he parted out. I was wondering where that came from. What's this? Wonder why this is... What is that, actually? Looks like a seat mount, but I don't think it goes to anything I have. I wonder why it's in here with this stuff. Another one. I guess this holds a wheel onto a mower deck. This is actually something I stuck in there for my memory, since it is for a 300 series. There's this right here. This right here mounts to the front of the engine, and then when it mounts to the front of the engine, it goes right here, goes to the front of the engine. This right here, I guess, is the clutch assembly. This bolts to the drive. Actually, yeah, this bolts to the drive shaft right here. And I see there's a bearing in here. Interesting. Gas tank strap. Actually, I was looking for one of those earlier. Here is a deck wheel. Another housing. A spindle with a pulley. One of these shrouds right here. Oh, here's some bolts and a spring. Oh, it looks like a switch. 2 idler pulleys. Deck roller. Another deck pin. A spindle. So there's 3. I'm actually not sure what this is off of. I would have to look at it and find out. Looks like a gas tank strap, or cap, I mean. Ooh, a spring, which is broken. Ooh, another broken spring. Another spindle with a bearing. Bearing doesn't turn. Yeah. And then here is a piece for that rear lift linkage on that 140. There's some bolts in here, a spring, and this. And I think we've pretty much gone through this entire bucket. So I think that while we've got it, I'm going to put all this stuff back in the bucket except for this, and we're going to see if we can figure out how that mounts to the 140. Well guys, I figured out how this goes. So remember in the video I was wondering why the shaft stuck out as far as it did, and I kind of thought the piece that looks like this that's on the drive shaft was supposed to be out toward to the end of the drive shaft. It's actually not. There's a bearing in here. Took me a second of looking at it and kind of figuring it out. There's a bearing in here, and there's a bearing back here. Okay, this bolts to the flywheel of the engine. This, and that bolt to that little hub that looks just like this on the drive shaft. This slides over the shaft. The bearings slide over the shaft, and I guess when you engage the clutch on there that disconnects the engine from the transmission, the bearings are in there to spin, as you can see, like how this is doing. They're on there to spin on the drive shaft so that when they're spinning, or this can spin, and it's not going to eat into the drive shaft while the transmission's disengaged, not spinning, and the engine's still running. I think that's what I've figured out when it comes to these. It took me a second of just kind of looking at it to figure it out. So at some point Deere switched their drive shafts, it appears, in the later 140s. I haven't had the... Yeah, I know I haven't had the complete assembly tore apart, so I almost wonder if there's supposed to be a screen over this still. So the older 140s had a different drive shaft that the newer 140s did, which is kind of interesting. I actually never knew that. I always thought they were the same. But yeah, so I guess I don't know if there's supposed to be a screen over this or not. I'm starting to think there's not. But on the newer 140s there is. As you guys saw on my 71 when we pulled the engine out of it. Kind of interesting. I guess you learn something new every day. Well, here's one thing that we can do. Take our mount. There goes the cover. And we can come up under here. This right here is one of the deck mounts. Just gonna lift it. Get it to come off. There we go. And I'm gonna put this other one up here. Where is it? I'm not under there, and I'm only using one hand. So there it is. Is it on? It feels like it is. Why won't it go down? Am I caught on something? I better not be. Sorry guys, I'm under here with one hand. I don't know if you guys see it or not. I wonder, why won't that fit? They look like they're the same size. Grab a different piece. Let me see if this one will fit up in here. It could just be. There it goes. I think it went on. I don't know if I can. There we go. Now it's on. I don't know why the other one wouldn't go on, but that one did. There we go. That's interesting. So yeah, that one's on there now. I wonder if that other 140 has those little deck brackets hanging off of it. Maybe we'll... No, I already don't see them. I feel like I'd see them hanging down if it did. Oh, I got an idea as to something we can do. And you're probably wondering why that dirt was on my hood. I'll explain to you here in a second. I had a piece of metal sitting on it. Ran around back and grabbed this. I want to know well, yeah, it could work. What I thought about doing is we could make ourselves a headlight bezel. What we could do is go here, bend it in. I'll have to see how. Oh, I see. It's sitting on that. Take that, bend it in like so, and then go over there, find out where we need to, and bend it in over there too. We'd want it to be level. I'd want it to be somewhere though it's not gonna touch the grill, and we'll be able to put the hood on without it causing any problems. I need a marker. Let me grab a marker. Should have grabbed a vice grip while I was over there. So we want this to be level, and we want it to be where I want it to be. I'm not going to be able to paint it quite yet because I don't have any black paint. How would that hurt? Let's see how far away. Do we want this to be? We want it to be right up there. Gap too small. Try again. So let's get that to be level. We'll do. It's not quite level right now, but I bet you guys you can probably see what I'm doing. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, you can see. So here's my thought. I've got this. Let's say they're just about in line. So I'll take this and put a line. The line is where I want to bend on that. So I'm going to bend it right here on that line. Trying to make it straight so I can get an idea. There we go. That looks straight. And then what we'll need to do is we'll take that right there on that line and we'll bend it. I don't know how far. We probably actually want to bend it to be we want to bend it 90 degree, but we want this corner to be flat. I mean, that looks all right. We want that corner to be flat, that way, you know, it doesn't bow out too far. We don't want it to curve really nice and easy. We want it to just be a sharp curve, as sharp as we can get it. Once again, Santa, I want a new tripod for Christmas. And if you can squeeze it in the bill, a new camera. Although my camera I'm quite happy with. Actually, I'm not on my line, I'm a little bit above my line. I don't really think too much would be hanging down if I was to do that. Let me just make sure real quick it's level. Seems level. Clamp on it a little more. Let's just pull down on it. I want it to bend right here. That's where I want it. I don't want it to be, it's not quite exactly how I want it. I want it to be a little bit sharper than that. Get it down. There we go. That definitely looks better. I need a mallet. Let's see if we can fix that bend up a little bit. I grabbed me a hammer. Well, let's see what we did. And then we'll have to take and we'll have to cut off on the other side over here, however far it needs to go. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It Definitely could have been better, but I mean, it looks alright. Close that. Put it in the position it would be closed. I mean, the grill sticks out a little bit past it, but I guess it's okay. We could, if we wanted to, curb that a little bit to match the grill. I don't really think I want to do that. That's up kind of high compared to that over there. Yeah, this sets up a little higher. Let me lower it just a little bit. Let me see if I can get it to hit that grill. And get it to sit on the grill and see if we were able to open the hood up or not. I mean, there we go. That looks better. That's about level. That doesn't help me any. Well, there we go. Now it's still up a little bit. Probably just gonna have to I don't think we're gonna be able to do exactly what I want. Let's try that. How's that look? If that would quit moving. Okay, I mean, I'd need another one so I can see. Oh yeah, it hangs out a little bit over on that one. But those are thicker and that's plastic. This is just metal. This is what is this? This is something. What is this called? I can't think of what it's called, but it's not very hard to bend, but it is pretty thin. It's not aluminum. But I mean, that doesn't look terrible. It looks okay. That's about level right there where the hood would set. So, let's take this. And let's see, where would we want to cut our metal? We would probably want to cut it damn it. Let's go over here and let's just see. I was gonna grab a square, but I don't have a square small enough. Damn it, for what I want. Where do we want this? We would probably want our cutting line to be. Where do we have that? We have that going in about an inch. So we probably want to go right there. And then after we would cut that, we would take that and bend it in. Actually, we might want to go more. How far do I want to bring this? We brought that in about an inch. Get that to touch like so. I wish that I could get this level. I wish I had another person. That would be nice. I need to get myself a girlfriend. Let's see, right there is where we want it. So it would bend somewhere in here and come back to here. So let's do, we want it to come back about an inch. An inch would, from here, would be this. So we'll come out and let's just cut. I don't want to cut on that though. I want to give myself a little bit of dumbass room in case I need it. We'll go out here. Put it right there. So now, let's take that over there. I'm gonna cut it. Then I'll bring it, then after I cut that, you guys probably know what I'm gonna do. I'll bend the other side, then I'll bring it over here and we'll get it onto the 140 and we'll see how it looks. guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know it was kind of all over the place, but I really couldn't think of anything to film. I got the tractor, like I said, and I kind of started doing small things to it. And then Saturday, I got asked by a few different people, a couple people that know me on Facebook, and I think one person on the channel said, "Hey, are you going to be making any 140 videos this weekend on Sunday?" I said, no, I really haven't started working on the 140 yet. And they said, well, if you get any videos on it made, can you upload them? That'd be great. Or just, can you upload them? So I said, yeah, if I decide to do anything, I can get a video uploaded on Sunday. Then I had another guy message me, "Hey, are you going to be making a video on the 140s at all? Have you started a video on the 140s at all yet?" I said, no. He said, well, if you do, I'd really like to see what you've done with them so far. So, then I had another guy message me, same thing. So I thought, well, I might just go on ahead and do it. I think I'm just going to go on ahead and get into the 140 and see what needs done, since so many people asked me about it. I didn't really think anybody cared about these tractors. I wasn't really thinking about giving them a spotlight, but I thought I'll upload a video and we'll see where it goes. So I think I'm going to go on ahead and probably keep you guys involved in these 140s. I was just kind of going to do this off camera and just kind of a project for me, but I'll do it on the channel. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said before, I'm not exactly sure what all I have filmed. As you guys can see, here is an after look of the tractor. I think it looks really good now. I would like to get those other rims back onto the tractor. For one, those are the tires that came with it, and for two, those rims look a little bit nicer than those ones do. Those are nice rims, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think they look too good on here since they are freshly painted. So yeah. I do need to do a little bit more work on this tractor. I would like to get it out and wash it. It's supposed to be in the 60s this week or next week. So sometime this week it's going to be in the 60s. So I'll probably pull the pressure washer out. I do plan on taking that fender pan off. I'll pull the fender pan off, see how it looks under there. Maybe I'll wash it. I do definitely want to get in there and wash that transmission for sure. I don't know how bad that hydro looks. I looked underneath of it the other day, and yeah, it definitely looks like it needs some cleaning. I don't think this tractor has ever leaked a day in its life. I stuck my hand up under there and I felt around underneath the transmission. Other than the 50 years worth of grease and grime under there, I could not feel any oil. So I wonder if over time, you know, with people putting more oil in it and it just kind of overflowing a little bit, it got all over the bottom, and that's how all the dirt got up on it.